Mr. Bass, what do you want to do?
I guess go with whatever we're going with now. If it's not gonna get
What'd you
dismissed,
say?
if it's not gonna get dismissed, I guess I can go with the double parking.
All right. Do you admit responsibility to the fact that you double parked the motor vehicle on the date and time that I indicated?
Yeah,
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count two. Count one is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you pay that?
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Ms. Birch coaching. Please state your name for the records, ma'am.
Christian Bird.
All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. So Ms. Bird is not being held on this file, and there is an offer for Mr. Fuller where this case would get dismissed if she was to substantially complete treatment. She is currently being held on her felony case, but release to treatment is in progress on that file. So we're respectfully requesting a decently long adjournment in this case so that she can be released to treatment.
Your Honor,
and
there
take
is
care
a competency felony matter set for June 26th,
That is correct.
June 25th. So.
All right. Give me a date after that.
File first.
Turn this matter then to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Braisha Anderson.
Your Honor.
Geraldine Foster Tucker on behalf of Braisha Anderson, who is appearing via Zoom.
Can you state your name, please?
Bryce Anderson.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I apologize. I was just recently appointed on this case, so we're just asking for a brief adjournment. I believe we will be able to get it resolved. So.
What's my date? 15. During this matter, May 6, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Jessica Mitchell. Oh, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ms. Mitchell, can you
Good morning,
state your
Your
name,
Honor.
please?
Jessica Mitchell.
Thank you.
Senator, today is the date and time set for pretrial on this matter. At this time, we're requesting adjournment. We're referring her to our AIM division for some mitigation, so we would just ask for about a 3 to 4 week adjournment.
May 6th, you said?
Yes.
May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. Great, ma'am. Thank you. Bond continued. Thank you, Ms. Mitchell. Court calls case People versus Jacob Dorston.
That's Township Hall for Peace.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate, behalf of Mr. Dorston, who is approaching. State your name for the record, sir.
Jacob John Dorston.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just discovered early this morning that Mr. Dorston was in custody. I was able to look in X jail that he is not being held on these matters, but he is currently being held on several cases out of the 15th, which I believe he's scheduled for court tomorrow on. Most of those the nature of those charges look like trespasses and things like that. So I'm not sure if he will be held on those past tomorrow. Ultimately, I am respectfully requesting a brief adjournment so that I can meet with Mr. Dorston and discuss not being held on these.
No objection to the adjournment, Your Honor. I would like the court to address bond conditions.
Go ahead.
I guess that you not be allowed to go to any minor stores in the state of Michigan. 145 Ann Arbor Sling Road.
Okay.
Additionally, you should not go to any Starbucks stores. Specifically 3141 Ann Arbor.
Any response to that? Any response?
No objection to those requests for the no-go to, Your Honor.
Okay.
Apologize.
I will add those conditions. I'll adjourn these cases to April 15, 2026, 9 AM.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court recalls the case of Prince Rashad Logan Cannon.
Morning again, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Name?
Prince Rashawn Logan Cannon. No gum and no glasses.
Huh? No glasses this time.
No glasses.
Say I like your name.
Appreciate it.
What's my name?
Your Honor, I have had a motion. It's a little interesting here. On the motion, I believe the box is checked indicating charges in this case were dismissed by nullity prosecute. Just for the record, they were not dismissed by nullity. They were dismissed at FSC after people were unable to proceed.
Proceed. Got it.
I looked at the underlying statute 28.243, specifically subsection 8 and the subsections within that. 8B, I believe, is the pertinent language here that indicates if the prosecutor of the case agrees at any time after the case is dismissed, or if the prosecutor or the judge do not object within 60 days of the order of dismissal, then Michigan State Police or the law enforcement agency shall destroy the biometric data in the arrest record. I don't know if the prosecutor at the time, I'm guessing the answer is no, but I don't know if the prosecutor at the time of the dismissal made that objection. It's obviously been over 60 days. So statutorily, I don't think that I have a ground on which I can object to the order for dismissal. I would just note, obviously, we rely a lot on these domestic violence cases, specifically when a case is dismissed, to see that continuing pattern of alleged conduct. But I think the statute indicates that the biometric data has to be destroyed here because of our office's failure to object at the time of dismissal. And that's something that I'll be discussing with other APs in our office to see if we can get a policy or practice going that would address that concern.
Thank you for that. Cook. What I will do is I will order that the records be destroyed. All right. I will just only indicate to you that the only thing that might change that, but I don't think it occurred either in the case. If there was a statement or request that it not be destroyed, then I would be vacating this order, and it would
sit.
over. Yeah. Okay. Understood?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Prince, you
tell me.
I just wanted to always say that. Court calls the case, People versus Tyler Watts.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook.
And it's so on township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate with and on behalf of Mr. Watts, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Tyler Watts.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Mr. Watts is not being held on these. He's being held on 2 felony cases. Long story short, these are both license cases. One, I believe, is correctly state, and one is correctly Pittsfield Township. I sent an email to my management regarding one of them about something that they need to confirm before proceeding. I'm respectfully requesting a brief adjournment, and Mr. Watts is not being held on these cases, and we will be back in front of Your Honor tomorrow. And I have been able to discuss all this with Mr. Watts, and he understands.
April 15th, 2026, 9 AM.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Whitney Mitchell.
For the people.
This is Public Defender Carlson Gulesi on behalf of Mitigation.
Mitchell, can you unmute and state your name, please?
Whitney Mitchell.
Thank you. You're
You're
not
welcome.
driving.
No, I'm parked outside my job. I'm just in my
Okay.
car, so they can't hear me.
Okay.
Today is the date and time set for a pretrial in this matter. Your Honor, we're requesting an adjournment. We're trying to get my client into the 34th District Superior Court.
How far along are we in that process, do we know? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Because this has been adjourned for a while, at least 4 times for sobriety court. So I'll adjourn it to May 6, 2026, 9 a.m. That's the last adjournment I'm gonna give.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am?
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have a question. How do I get in? Like, I'm just waiting for them to admit me.
Well,
I'll contact you and we'll go over what part of the process.
yeah, talk to your attorneys about that, okay, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Javon Webster.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Webster, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Webster, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have talked to both Mr. Webster and the people regarding this. We are asking to set this for final settlement conference. Mr. Webster does have a PR bond on this case. To that end, we have no objection to the people's anticipated request to set it for the June date. But
For the June date,
Yes, Your Honor, if the court be willing to allow us to go out that far just to secure witnesses.
jury final settlement conference will be set June 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, June 8th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Court, is that it for you, miss? Court calls case People versus Omar Muhammad.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Crossing will based on behalf of Omar Muhammad, who's affected by Zoom.
Mr. Muhammad, state your name, please.
Omar Muhammad, Your Honor.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Requesting a brief adjournment.
Of course you are. Getting good at that. What?
Yes, but if we get them. You have a really.
Adjourn this matter to April 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Okay, Mr. Muhammad, bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case People versus Sean Moyer.
Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Moyer should be present on Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Sean Moyer.
Thank you, Your Honor. So this case has a lot of discovery, I believe over 900 pages. So
That's not much.
depends. Well, for a misdemeanor case, maybe, I don't know. I guess it's all subjective. Sorry, didn't mean not go off the tangent. So I'm ready for an adjournment, so we frankly need to finish reviewing it. And also, Mr. Moyer did request a discovery packet, and yesterday when that was being put together, something happened to our printers that we have. So someone is actually supposed to come out today to look at it. So long story short, I need to make sure that Mr. Moyer is able to get all his discovery given to him and also review it with him. So we're asking for a brief, or not that brief. I'd ask for.
I'm going to May 6th.
That sounds excellent.
All right.
Thank you very much, Ron.
Mr. Moyer, I'm
Thank you, Your Honor.
May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Moyer, I will
Thank you.
definitely see you when it's ready, and I'm sorry about that printer issue that it's not ready today.
No problem at all. Things happen.
No, I think she broke it. No, I'm kidding. All right, take care. Court
Yep.
calls People versus Russell Norbell.
Crossing will based on behalf of Russell Norbell, Your Honor, who is present by Zoom. Mr. Norbell, can you state your full name for the record?
Russell Norvell.
Thank you. Young lady, you throwing your arms up every time I call a case doesn't get your case called any sooner. So let's not do that. Thank you. What are we doing on this case?
Your Honor, you could probably guess what we're doing on this case. There's an outstanding video that we have not yet received.
Is it on its way?
I hope so.
Let me see here.
Excuse me. Is Ron Brown?
Yes.
Is he just out today?
Yes, I'm
Ron Brown?
That's correct.
Yeah, he's out today.
Okay. I thought I got switched.
I was unaware there's a missing video. The last note that I have regarding video issued from us an issue that Mr. Brown's having with opening the video, but I thought he indicated last time that he figured that out. He was able to get it open and viewed. So I was unaware of any missing video.
My notes indicate as the 27th that Mr. Brown does not have the video, and
Okay. But with Mr. Brown, that could mean that he has the video but can't open it. Okay, that's it. Mr. Norbell, you want to say something?
Yeah, could I ask, did the prosecutors, did they view the video? Do they have the same video that Ron can't see?
Well, they probably have it. And if you're saying Ron can't see it, let's do this. I'm going to adjourn it out to the 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Council work together to try to make sure that a copy that can be seen is provided to them.
understood.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Norbell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Court calls case, People versus Gracious Phillips.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Oh, sorry. Ms. Phillips.
It's right here. She wasn't throwing up her arms and her case wasn't called.
No. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Fatewood, and on behalf of Ms. Phillips, who stands to my right, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Gracious Phillips.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Cook and I buried.
That name,
It is a beautiful name.
you know, it's like me in a nutshell. What you think? Yeah, okay, good. Yes, you may first. May 20, will that work?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
During the matter,
Yeah.
May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. On continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case. Divorce. Rabago.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Council Phillips on behalf of Anthony Rabago, Your Honor. Mr. Rabago, could you unmute, state your full name for the record?
We have him. Your name, sir?
Anthony Rabago.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Under today's date and time set for first free trial in this matter, we just be asking for adjournment. My client's discovery, hopefully.
May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continue. Court calls case People versus Carl Rogers.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
This is Public Defender Natalie Fatewood, on behalf of Mr. Rogers, who should be present on Zoom.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. How are you, Mr. Rogers?
I'm doing okay, sir.
All right. State your name for me, for the record.
My name is Carl Lawrence Rogers.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, this is the date and time set for pre-trial. This time people will be moving to dismiss it.
No.
You're okay with them dismissing your case, or you want to come back and see me?
No, sir, I want to dismiss, sir. I'm dealing with my health right now.
Okay. All right, Mr. Rogers, your case is dismissed, so you take care.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers, and thank you to your wife too for helping out.
Thank you.
Court calls the case. The People versus Walia Salsbury.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Public Defender Natalie Fatewood, and on behalf of Ms. Salsbury, who should be present on Zoom. Sorry.
Where?
Your Honor, sorry, is the court okay if I text her real quick? She did say that she was in court. She might not be able to hear, or sorry, not in court, at work. She might not hear.
Alternatively, people are going to move to dismiss this. If the court would excuse her appearance, I can put that motion on the record.
No objection to that. And I can text her that. Won't really be.
I'll waive her appearance. This case is dismissed.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Jacob Simmons.
Possible based on behalf of Jacob Simmons, Your Honor.
Jacob Simmons. Oh, there he is.
Hi, Jacob Simmons here.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, my client is asking for a month adjournment in this matter. We just sent him the whole package of discovery. He wants to review the discovery in the And
I'll adjourn this matter May 6th.
No, sir,
2020.
Your Honor, may I interject, please?
Go ahead.
I did tell the paralegal that I would in fact only want 2 weeks instead of a month, so that way all parties can organize evidence and
April
clarify the
15th,
details.
April 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Thank you.
All right.
Court does call the case of the people versus Tayana Thomas.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate, Thomas is present on Zoom. Can you please take your name for the court?
Tanea Thomas.
Tanea. All right. I have before me a plea form. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Plea form indicates that she's going to plead to the charge of embezzlement, 200 to 1,000, to 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, there's a sentence agreement of $298.28 restitution, sentencing under Wright. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record.
Tanea Thomas.
All right, Ms. Thomas, it's this court's understanding you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of embezzlement by an agent or trustee, 200 to 1,000. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property embezzled or the amount embezzled. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form or had one signed on your behalf?
Yes.
You have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
You understand that you're giving up all those rights contained on that form, including the rights under paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
Between the dates of January 8, 2023 and March 8, 2023, at the location of 5450 Carpenter Road, were you an employee at Sam's Club?
Yes.
What'd you do between those dates that makes you think that you're guilty?
I took items that did not belong to me.
Okay, so you took items from the store that didn't belong to you?
Yes.
And what'd you do? Walk out with those items?
Yes, I did.
All
Without
right.
permission.
Okay, and you came into possession of those items by virtue of your employment with Sam's Club, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And you didn't have any permission on behalf of Sam's Club to take any of that property and convert it to your own use? You did not have their permission to do that, did you?
No, I did not.
Okay. Was the total amount of what you took from Sam's Club, was that in excess of $200?
Correct. Yes.
Yes, it was?
Yes,
All
it
right.
was.
Ma'am, if I accept your plea, I do have to advise you if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and your time of sentencing, that's if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Counsel, you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rules?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty in this case Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing will be
29th at 12 noon.
April 29th, 2026 at noon. Do I have, all right, so ma'am, Ms. Thomas, I'm gonna ask you to remain online. We're gonna put you into a breakout room with my probation department so that we can start the process, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court does call the case, People versus Tito's. Is it Waihohonu? Waihohonu?
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Public Defender Counsel Mobilization after Mr. Waihohonu. Present by Zoom. Tito, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Titos Waihohonu.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for pretrial in this matter. As I understand it, my client is looking to get into the sobriety court. Did you complete your assessment with Mr. Satman?
I was unable to get a hold of him.
I'm sorry?
I was unable to get a hold of him.
Says he was unable to get a hold of him.
Your Honor, we would, in that case, ask.
I'm gonna adjourn it out. I'm just gonna go out 2 weeks. He needs to get in touch with him.
Understood, Your Honor.
I do. I know. He has a violation in here for missing his test, but he is submitting. He's late on his testing. I don't want any more late tests.
No more late tests, Tito's, or else the judge may have to change the terms of your bond.
Okay.
Test on time, please.
April 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Court does call the case. People versus Keontae Wright.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Under that's right. No, that's a state gang report.
You got him.
Dropping, I believe he just dropped. He returns from. We don't have.
I'll pass it. We don't have him currently, but that was indicating he's dropping. Court does call the case. People versus Santori Taylor.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
I'm sorry. How you doing? I'm doing well. What's your name? Santori Taylor. Mr. Taylor, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about July 2nd, 2008, at the location of 30 Frank Lloyd Wright Drive in Ann Arbor Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of malicious use of a telecommunications service. You understand the nature of that charge, sir? Don't understand that? All right. Sir, the complaint alleges that on July 2nd, 2008, location of 30 Frank Lloyd Wright, Ann Arbor Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, complaint alleges in count 1 that you did maliciously use a service provided by telecommunications service providers with the intent to terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threat, harass, molest, annoy, disturb the peace and quiet of Chantel telegrades by using vulgar, indecent, obscene, or offensive language or suggesting any lewd or lascivious act in the course of the conversation or message through the use of telecommunication service or device, and or repeatedly initiating a telephone call and without speaking, deliberately hanging up or breaking the telephone connection as or after the telephone call is answered, contrary to Michigan statutes. You understand now what you are charged? I'm not asking whether or not you did it. Do you understand what you were charged?
Yes. Yes.
That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes.
First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
This is a public defender case.
Sorry. Assistant Public Defender Natalie, on behalf of Mr. Taylor, we would waive any further formal reading, and my client stands mute, and I would ask that a not guilty plea be. We would ask for a PR bond as well as pre-trial date pleas to receive and review discovery.
Going to have a waive formal reading, standing mute. The court will enter a not guilty plea. Pre-trial in this matter will be set. This is older case. I need. Said May, it's 15th and then the 6th.
The 6th and 12th.
May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m.
We had 11 o'clock.
Trial 2.
We have another.
Esteban.
I'm coming from Detroit.
I don't have two additional social duty. Do this for all time digital system. And I was unable to get the Ziploc file in advance. I don't know.
You need a task.
Like,
Not what's coming to post.
If he has any priors again.
Yeah. Well, he had already posted a $750 bond, so I believe it's bonded at $7,500 bond. I'll give a 10% privilege. I will add conditions of standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior, possession of any weapons, ammunition, or firearms. No alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal drug use. I will indicate he is to have no contact with Chantel Telegratis. Is there any reason you need to go to Frank Lloyd Wright Drive?
Oh, no, sir.
I'm also going to order that he not go to 30 Frank Lloyd Wright Drive. Right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. The only thing, Mr. Taylor indicates that he lives in Detroit. And is it okay if I speak to Ms. Wieldling for the next court date about maybe getting him scheduled in later in the morning time block rather than 9? I understand it's up to.
Talk to her all you want.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Court calls case People versus Brooke Giannis.
Your Honor, people.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. What's your name?
Brooke Youngs.
All right. Ma'am, you are before the court on a misdemeanor citation that alleges that on or about March 6, 2026, Michigan Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did operate a motor vehicle without proper security or insurance. You understand that?
Not the proper security part.
Well,
No,
it's operating it without proper insurance or what's called security under the law.
okay.
Okay. You understand that? Okay. That's a misdemeanor punishable by not more than, well, fine, not less than $200, nor more than $500, nor more than 1 year in incarceration. You understand that? Okay. First question I have for you, you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, this is public defender.
Your Assistant Public Defender Cosimo Basie on behalf of Brooke Giannis. Waive any formal readings, stand mute charges, request PR bond and a new pretrial day in this matter.
Defendant name waive formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. Is this one where if she had it, it would go away?
If she has proof of insurance and can show it to me, I'd be willing to dismiss.
You have it with you? Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna solve her own case.
Got a superstar.
All right, but Bill Base, I've appointed.
Good.
No, take credit.
Good.
Take credit, because you get blamed when things go bad. So take credit. All right.
People will be moving to dismiss.
Any objection?
We're removing our request for a pretrial day.
Yeah, all right.
You're under.
Thank you.
Case is dismissed. You have a great day, young lady.
Do.
Court calls the case, People versus Ryan Adkins.
Conrad Silver. Township.
Custom bill based on behalf of Brian Adkins, Your Honor.
Ryan Adkins, see here. Oh, there he is. Mr. Adkins?
We were going to be requesting an adjournment to the 15th.
Oh, there he is. State your name.
Ryan Adkins.
You wanted to adjourn to the 15th?
Yes.
Adjourn the matter to April 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Is he, well, see, are you close to getting a license, Mr. Adkins?
Thank you.
His heart.
We both, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to be close. I'm just waiting on a hearing date. So for the re-examination.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. Okay, so let me do this.
Nothing's holding me back from getting it other than that hearing.
Got it. So I'm going to adjourn this instead of the 15th, Mr. Adkins. I'm going to go to May 6th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
2026, 9 a.m. Let's see if we get some news by then. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll continue. Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Deshauna Andrews.
Yeah. Township.
And assistant public defender, we have Andrews, who should be. No, ma'am, you please state your name.
He's there, but.
Hello?
Listen, Bennett, I cannot hear anything.
So sorry.
Who is that? Okay, Ms. Andrews, can you unmute and state your name?
It's Desjanae Andrews. I'm so sorry. It's my first day at work and I'm a pre-K teacher.
You're a pre-K teacher?
Yes, sir.
So you got a lot of little people running around?
Yes. Well, right now they're sitting. They're supposed to be making noises, but one got hurt and wanted a hug before you call my name.
Wow. Well, she's all right. We got to get her out of here. They got to get back to those little people. What are we doing?
She was starting her other job today. She did ask for brief adjournment. She wants to get her license. I believe it's otherwise.
You need some time. You need time to get funds together to try to get your license.
Yes, I'm setting up appointment in 2 weeks. Well, not the test in 2 weeks.
All right. Here's what I'll do. Let me go to May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. Okay? So get it done.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Okay. You too.
Okay, thank you. I'll try with these kids.
All right.
Bye, guys.
I know. Just take care. It's exactly how I feel every day coming in here. Court. Sorry, didn't mean to say that out loud. Court calls the case of the People versus Barnett Andrews.
Conrad Silver on behalf of.
I didn't say that name.
This is she.
Custom based on behalf of Miss Andrews, Your Honor, who's present by Zoom. Can you state your full name, Miss Andrews?
Quinarian Andrews.
I was close. I almost got it.
For adjournment, she is in final trimester of her pregnancy. She's hoping to hopefully get some traction going on her license. She's asking for a 60-day adjournment if possible.
So we gotta wait for the baby to be born?
It's a blessing. Hopefully it will bring more blessings.
No, I'm sure it is, but all right. She just wants to get through that before. And if I said no, then what?
Well, we'll accept whatever you.
All right. Let's let her get through July 1, you said? All right. I'll adjourn your matter to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Okay, ma'am?
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'll just wish you congratulations ahead of time. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Court does call the case. People versus Barnett.
Conrad Silver.
And it's under that date for Ms. Barnett, who gave you permission to accept the offer of Bowman.
Moving to add count two double parking, Your Honor, to accept that admission to dismiss the original charge.
Ms. Pate, do you admit responsibility on behalf of your client for the offense? Give responsibility to the fact that on April 13th, 2022, at the location of 7,000 East Michigan Avenue in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that she double parked the motor vehicle.
Yes, sir.
Court will accept that admission. Count one is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can that be paid?
60 days, and I've spoken to her in the meeting. They indicated she received Social Security, I believe it was Social Security disability. So they're asking.
August 7th,
Thank you, Your Honor.
2026. Court calls case People versus Philip Bass.
Conrad Silver on behalf of the township.
Carlson Bill on behalf of Philip Bass.
Philip Bass.
Apologies.
Philip Bass, can you unmute, state your full name for the record?
Philip Bass.
Thank you.
Governor, today is the day of time set for a pretrial in this matter. My client does have a valid license. I have tendered a copy of that to the city attorney. And he has graciously offered double parking, and my client would like to accept that offer.
That's correct, Your Honor. I move that count two double parking to accept that admission to this original charge.
Bass, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on the date of April 28, 2024, at the location of Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Not a question. I can't get that dismissed now that I got my license. Like that was 2 years ago.
As we discussed, or as you discussed with Mr. Brown, it was for double parking. It wasn't for dismissal. So the double parking is just a civil infraction ticket with a fine.
Too bad. Okay.
Are you
Thank
wanting
you.
to take?
Logged in now, listening.
That's not.
Mr. Bass, what do you want to do?
I guess go with whatever we're going with now. If it's not gonna
What'd
get
you
dismissed-
say?
If it's not gonna get dismissed, I guess I can go with double parking.
All right. Do you admit responsibility to the fact that you double parked the motor vehicle on the date and time that I indicated?
Yeah.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count two. Count one is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you pay that?
I need a couple months.
Pay it by June 1st, 2026. Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus George Bowman.
Conrad Silver on behalf of the township.
Then Public Defender Carlson Bill on behalf of George Bowman, Your Honor.
Township.
George Bowman. No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond set of the amount of $5,000. Give a 10% privilege on the. Those warrants will issue, or that warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case People versus Keontae Wright.
And Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Public defender again. Ms. Wright, who I saw earlier was present on Zoom in the case earlier. Ms. Wright, if you can hear us, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Keontae Wright.
Hi there. This is your Spanish interpreter.
Okay, right.
Sorry, I was in mute. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Here.
What about Mr. Wright?
Yeah, that's right. So for what's worth, Your Honor, I was able to email her yesterday. Yes, so I was in contact with her circuit court attorney, Mr. Drukas, in regards to the program that she was reaccepted into there and was able to yesterday just provide that to Mr. Cook. Based on that, Mr. Cook did make an offer in each of her cases to resolve them late last.
Briscoe?
Yes.
Oh, there she is. All right. Ma'am, you are before the court on a misdemeanor citation that alleges that on or about October 12th, 2025, at the location at 3160 Laura Road, that being the Kohl's store, that you did commit the offense of retail fraud in the third degree. Do you understand the nature of that charge, ma'am?
Yes.
That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. Fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. That's greater than $500. That would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
This is a public defender case.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate, with and on behalf of Ms. Bristow, we would waive any formal reading of the complaint. My client stands mute, and I would ask for an adjourned pretrial date to receive and review discovery, please.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, the court will enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. Pretrial in this matter will be set for 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. As your invite indicates, we'll set the defendant's bond at $5,000 personal recognizance bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. I'll order no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I will also order, ma'am, that you are not to go to any Kohl's store in the state of Michigan. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
So,
Thank you. I'm allowed to leave now?
Yes.
Cool.
Court does call the case. People versus Leandra Hardesty.
Right. Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dan Garrett on behalf of Ms. Hardesty stepping forward. State your name, Leandra.
Leandra Hardesty. Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, for arraignment purposes, we'll waive. Stand mute, please.
Been arraigned.
Oh, she has.
Yeah.
Well, even better. I take all that back.
Very efficient.
Mr. Cook and I have had some discussions. We're asking for an adjourned pretrial for Ms. Hardesty to do some things behind the scenes. So if Your Honor would give us 4 or 5 weeks to get those things done. Yes, maybe 4 weeks.
Anytime. Okay.
June 3rd.
That seems like
That's like 8 weeks. 6. And like 4. That's it, right?
That's the perfect file. Yeah.
So it's okay.
We thought you had a vacation. And then that wasn't likely.
Apparently, I'm taking a month off. I don't know. May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. Continue. What was? Okay, all right. We'll talk later. Court does call the case of the people versus Joshua Waara.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Judge Lawrence Margolis with Mr. Waara. Josh, please unmute yourself and state your name.
Joshua Waara.
How you doing, Mr. Waara?
Good, and you, Judge?
I think I'm doing okay. All right, where are we on this case?
So this is, I think, set for a competency hearing today. He was found competent. Mr. Cook and I are in discussions for a global resolution. Josh has several cases in this county, and we're hoping to get them all resolved. We're asking for 2 to...
I don't have... Do you have me set for a comp hearing? I think it's set as a pretrial. I think the comp came in another case because I don't have a report.
Okay. Okay, we'd ask for a short adjournment. We're gonna try to wrap everything up. Josh is doing well. He, did two short, one short.
Will April 15th work? Or you need something like in, I don't know what month she's giving me, like August? No, I'm kidding.
April 15th, I'm actually leaving town to go visit my daughter, in Spain. If anything, 2 weeks after that would be wonderful, or, yeah,
May 6th. Will May 6th work? Apparently that's the day.
it will for me.
All right. May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Warren, take care of yourself, fellow.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Josh. We'll talk. Bye.
Court does call the case of the people versus Paul Wilson.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Those time and on behalf of Blessing, who's making his way to the podium. And state your name, Paul.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Paul Wasson.
We reached a resolution.
I haven't said anything.
Honestly, I was waiting for,
I said to myself, there's Simon. I'm not going to say anything bad.
I almost cautioned my client. I forgot that my height would be referenced today, or lack thereof would be referenced.
Your lack of height?
Yeah.
How much different? Or we painted you blue, you would have looked like a Smurf. But
okay.
I don't even know why I went there. But
I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, you have a plea sheet in front of you, Your Honor. I think we've reached
I do. Plea sheet indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading no contest to the charge of assault and or assault battery, 93-day offense upon his successful plea. That's the stated count.
Yes.
He'll be pleading to the stated count. There's a sentence agreement. Prosecutors deferred with no upfront jail. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
It is, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Paul Wasson.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of assault and or assault and battery. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Two things about it. I have to make sure that you understand. It first of all means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second thing is that for purposes of sentencing, the court's going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that? All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Potential of civil liability.
Sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind. Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up, or pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody promised you anything other than what's stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
Doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor. Court
has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 2521378. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would not be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation. And that's, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people.
None.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be
April 29th at 12 noon.
April 29th, 2026, noon.
What's wrong with that? Okay.
Bond with its conditions will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir. Make sure to stop down at probation. They're on the left-hand side.
Me with your son. Okay, I'm sorry.
Court does call the case People versus Merrill Snider case.
Look for the people.
Your Honor, Joe Simon standing in for Mr. Chris Eastoe, who is the attorney of record for Mr. Snider case. State your name.
Morning, Your Honor. Merrill Snider case.
Don't have any problem with Mr. Simon's stay.
No, Your Honor.
All right. As to the arraignment,
Wait, formal reading stand mused.
and then wait for more readings, the court will enter a not guilty plea.
Regarding the pretrial, Your Honor, Mr. Eastoe spoke with Mr. Cook. He's requesting a lengthy adjournment so that my client can get his Mr. Eastoe's client can get his status hopefully remedied by the time we return to court. That June date that I heard announced earlier, I think would work.
Wow. June.
Well, I thought I heard a date in June. I'm sorry.
That was kind of an error.
Whatever the court deems, Your Honor.
How much time is he gonna need to do it?
Yeah, I'm done. That's 6 weeks. What do you think?
Well, I mean, will it take all of that?
45.
45 days, he's saying it would probably take.
What was that date you gave us wages for June what? June 3rd, 2026. 9 a.m. Bond is set at 5,000 PR. Standard condition, including no assault, or possession of weapons. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All right, wait for me outside, please.
Court calls case People versus Ariana Banks.
Look for the people.
Our Assistant Public Defender Constable on behalf of the who's present by Zoom. Ms. Banks, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Ariana Banks.
You turn on your camera, please.
Oh, yes, sorry. Is it on? I can't see.
Got it. No, we can see you. Hello.
Okay. Hi.
There is the time for the pre-trial on this matter. We're going to be requesting an adjournment. There is an offer. Need some time to finalize that offer. Maybe solutions. So that's for about 2 weeks.
Pre-trial on this matter will be adjourned April 15, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
You
All
said
right, thank you,
April
Ms.
15th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Carlton Cross.
Raymond, look for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Constable Lacey on behalf of Carlton Cross.
Not checked in.
As I understand it, my client is currently in treatment. We did send them over to Zoom.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Carlton Cross.
He's here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to be requesting an adjournment to track some other cases. My client has to be asked for a date past the 7th of April. My client has a hearing with Judge Conkey at that time.
He's what?
Just track what's going on with his felony cases. So we just asked for an adjournment for past April 7th.
I had a sobriety court. I thought they were trying to get him into sobriety court.
That's correct.
Trying to get into felony sobriety court or have this come along, or what are we doing?
Information I have is he had the hearing on April 7th with Judge Conkey, and I believe that
I'll adjourn it to April 15, 2026, 9 a.m. All right, sir.
All right. Thank you, Judge Simpson.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
there you are.
Court calls case People versus Otis Elliott.
Assistant Public Defender Constable Otis Elliott.
Sir, can you state your name?
Otis Elliott, sir.
Thank you. What are we doing?
We're requesting an adjournment to get some possible mitigating information.
What's my date after? May 6th.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Very sure.
During the matter of May 6th, 2020, bound continues. Oh, I didn't know you were there. I couldn't see you. I didn't know you. I felt unsafe. For another brief moment, I felt unsafe. It was on you, and I had to do something. Court calls the case People versus Javon Foster.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook, people.
Public Defender Constable based on behalf of Ron Foster.
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
I'm sorry.
See you. We're
Okay.
good. What's your name?
Jovan Foster.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we're requesting an agreement for good
Of course you
conduct.
are.
Foster,
What? Go ahead.
we haven't been able to contact Mr. Foster, so
He's right here.
I would like him to contact the Public Defender's Office and give us some good contact information. Mr. Foster, can you take down this phone number and please call them and update your contact?
Yeah,
info?
I got it's all of my stuff is still the same. My phone was just off. I just paid my phone bill last night. I'm
You
sorry.
can call them, make sure that they have the information, okay? You
Okay.
got something to write down? A phone number?
I got all the information. My phone was just off. I just had to pay my phone bill.
Oh.
Understood. Your Honor,
Yeah,
we're
I
requesting-
literally just paid it last night. I'm sorry.
You paid it last night?
Yes, sir.
So it's on?
Yes, sir.
All right. April 15th. I'm good.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Second. Court calls the case People versus Tony Gomez.
Your Honor, Raymond people.
Constable based on behalf of Tony Gomez, Your Honor. Mr. Gomez, could you unmute, state your full name for the record, please?
Tony Gomez here. Good
Thank
morning,
you,
Your
Your Honor.
Honor.
Today's set for a
Good morning, sir.
matter. Going to be requesting a short adjournment. My client sent him the questionnaire to fill out, and he's hoping to get into the Dearborn Veterans Court. We sent him over the DD 214. We just need to get that.
So that hasn't, so has he not been accepted? I thought he was accepted already.
Mr. Gomez, were you accepted into the court? I know that we sent you the information in the packet to fill out. Did you get?
Yes, so what I understand is that I am to be accepted, and the only thing that has to happen is Judge Simpson, Your Honor, you have to submit your sentence on your end, and then I go over to their side.
Right, that's what I thought was occurring,
Right.
that he has not as of yet entered a plea. And that he was going to plead to this charge. I think he was going to do a no contest plea. I was then going to sentence him with probation or supervision through the Veterans Court.
So we would then just ask for the briefest of adjournments to get the plea finalized, Your Honor.
Get the plea finalized? I have it.
Has the plea for.
I know, I've got everything. I'm just trying to get Mr. Gomez on his way. Mr. Gomez,
Yes, sir.
when are you supposed to start in the Veterans Court? Have they given you a date?
No, Judge.
Because they're waiting on us, but I don't even have. Part of my problem is I don't have the MOU. I have the plea, but I don't have an MOU. I don't have any. All right. Does your file reflect that an MOU's been signed off by anyone?
By
All right. Well, look, folks, Mr. Gomez has been waiting for us. Well, not us, you guys, to get your act together. I've got mine together. So I'm going to adjourn it to the 15th. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Gomez. I thought we were all set, but I see that I don't have some paperwork for whatever reason. I'm gonna adjourn it to the April 15th, 2026, 9 AM. Let's get everything together, make sure the MOUs are signed off if we need them, and just get this done. All right.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll make sure that gets done.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Court calls case People versus Nia Hall.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of this total, present via Zoom.
Ms. Pate, it's great to have you back.
Back,
Is it?
especially on a great holiday.
For Fool's Day? Okay.
Children's. Having a cool day.
No, we're not. We're not going there, Miss Pate. All right, let's go. All right, what are we doing? You have to unmute, Miss Hall.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Nia Hall.
Thank you. She was talking, but I couldn't hear.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Mr. Cook did extend, or the people did extend an offer yesterday of retail fraud third degree last night. I need an opportunity to fully discuss that and finalize with my clients. So I'm asking for a brief adjournment.
April 15th, 2026, 9 AM.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bound will continue. Thank you, Miss Hall. Court does call the cases of the People versus Shannon Keyling.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Austin Bovese on behalf of Shannon Keyling, Your Honor.
State your
full name for the record, please. Just state your full name for the record.
Shannon Keyling.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, today is the day and time set for a pretrial. There is an offer being discussed in this matter. We would just ask for one final adjournment to finalize the offer.
April 15th, 2026, 9 AM. All right, thank you. Court calls case People versus Austin Knox.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
This is probably kind of good. Mr. Knox, you should be present on Zoom. Sir, can you please state your report?
Austin James Knox.
Thank you, Your Honor. I was able to confirm what the current offer is with Mr. Cook last night. He did extend an offer where my client could complete 2 of the counts and 2 of them would be dismissed. I'm asking for one final.
April 15th, 2026, 9 AM. Court calls case People. Thank you, Mr. Knox.
Thank you.
Court calls case of People versus Aaron Lawson.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Your Honor, Assistant Public Defender Constable Bovese on behalf of Mr. Aaron Lawson. Mr. Lawson, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Aaron Lawson. Thank you. Guess I should have said that to be honest. Not really. What? Yes.
Oh. Your Honor, today's the day and time set for a pretrial in this matter.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Brumpies. I didn't want to.
Is that part of
any favoritism?
Is that part of the April Fools?
Oh no, I didn't want to show any favoritism, although I like Pate better. Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're just going to be requesting the briefest of adjournments in this matter to come to a resolution in this case.
Is he trying to get his license back?
He was trying to get his license back, Your Honor. He just received some information yesterday that was not the best regarding that. So it looks like we're just going to be taking the offer at the next court date.
Is the 15th going to be enough time for you to figure it out?
Yes, Your Honor.
Stay.
No, the 15th should.
15. April 15th, 2026, 9 AM. Bound.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Raymond Lee.
Your Honor, Raymond people. And Paris, so on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with an on behalf of Mr. Lay, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Raymond Lee. All right. We got one issue on this case.
Right.
Yes, sir. Right.
which my staff gave direction, and Mr. Sellers seems to disagree with my conclusion.
I would.
No, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
Your Honor, I think it's just a mere scrivener's error by the officer.
No, it may be, but so that it's clear, that the ticket, it was entered as a state case. It is supposed to be a Pittsfield case, according to Mr. Siller, and I don't have any reason to dispute that. But the ticket as issued, officer, I'm gonna look for the boxes. There's boxes that they can check, indicating what they're in violation of. The box that's checked is state law. Mr. Siller's indicating that it should be local ordinance.
That's absolutely.
The clerks entered the ticket properly. It can't be changed unless the ticket is changed. The other way the ticket can be changed is for the ticket to be reissued, what I guess could do it and amended, or to dismiss this and reissue a ticket under local ordinance. That's the other way to correct it.
If the court were to find that it's merely a scrivener's error.
I'm not doing it because the clerks entered it correctly. I mean, I don't know it to be a scrivener's error because the section is the same. I can't say that because Pittsfield can write them either way.
Except it's against their policy and they don't write them this way in school. You know that, and I know that.
Well, I don't know that for sure. I don't, because we have tickets that are written by Pittsfield under state law. I mean, maybe not this kind.
But not.
Well, I'm not doing that. My clerks edited it correctly as it's presented, so it's either gonna have to go one way or the other.
Your other people would move to dismiss at this time so it can be refiled appropriately.
All right, well. Okay, so now here's gonna be the problem. The problem really is, before I grant that, Mr. Lay, can I get a new ticket? I mean, because otherwise what's gonna end up happening is he's here. He's gonna have to come all the way back from Ann Arbor.
Actually, I'm in South Lyon now, Your Honor.
South Lyon?
Yes, sir.
On purpose? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer.
On purpose.
All right. So it's gonna be, I mean, I get that it would be reissued. It's gonna be reissued. I prefer just to put it out, get the ticket reissued and just have him come back at 1, or he's gonna have to come back in, if anybody's following what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know how we get the ticket reissued in that short amount of time. My plan is I was just gonna file a complaint, summons, and then clear the whole issue.
Tonight. Folks, he has another ticket. From 2024 for the same charge. That is properly written under local ordinance. I don't know if you're aware of that.
And that's an open case, Your Honor?
Well, it's actually in warrant status. I was gonna have to do something today with it. So there already is a 2024, and it's the case number on that's 24-1-0399, which is a driving while license suspended, written by Pittsfield, written under the local ordinances check. So it's written under local ordinance. So I don't know if that changes anything in terms of what we do today or not.
Given that, Your Honor, I believe Mr. Laywood's wanting to have the same resolution possibly in that 2024 case as to the other ones.
I think we have results.
What are we doing?
On both cases.
Okay, what are we doing?
So, Your Honor, as to the 2410399 case, Mr. Siller graciously offered double parking, civil infraction to which delay would like to take.
That's correct.
Double parking on the 24 case.
On the case, there's no.
What are we doing on the other case?
We'll still discuss that.
And no objection.
Wait, although he really wants to.
Had a great time.
Huh?
Had a great time.
It's been a blast. So on that case, technically, I have to cancel his warrant. Bless you. Who did that? Yeah. Okay, bless you. Got no way everybody. Cancel his warrant in that case. And then as technically, I guess then as to the arraignment, you're waiving formal reading.
Wait forward, my client stands mute.
And then every waive formal reading standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea as to that charge. Of driver while license suspended. Sir, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on March 24th, 2024, the location of Hogback Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle? Correct. All right, court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Also, I don't think it's part of the plea agreement. Case ending in 0156 is also dismissed by the people. Fines and costs of $180. When can you get that paid, sir?
I can pay it today, Your Honor.
Oh. Paying it today, and he's from South Lyon and everything. See? All right.
Line ain't that bad.
Okay. All right. Had you been in Ann Arbor, we would have been waiting. All right. Pay that today, sir. Out at the county. File it. Yes. You have a great day.
You, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Court calls the case. People versus Elizabeth Lohman.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Hello, Elizabeth Loman.
And this is really kind of on behalf of Ms. Loman, who's already stated the name. I had a direct conversation with Ms. Loman yesterday, and I was last night able to confirm what the current upper was. I do appreciate Mr. Cook with us some navigating files, information in different places. Long story short, I'm respectfully requesting adjournment. There is a potential resolution place that I think will happen at the next pre-trial.
All right, Ms. Lohman, I'm going to adjourn your case April 15th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Okay.
Bond will all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case of the people versus Elijah Matthews.
The people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Constable J.C. on behalf of Mr. Matthews.
Objection.
Sure. Elijah Matthews, not here.
Your Honor, I know we were still looking for the video from Moyer in this case. My notes indicate that we have not gotten that video yet, so I was going to be requesting an adjournment on that client who is not here.
And for the record, Your Honor, that video has been marked and should be sent over, if not by the end of the day today, very shortly.
All right. So they'll find the video and then you got to find your client. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. I'll give a 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately.
Okay.
You're welcome. You mean that?
10% privilege part?
No, that's what you were thanking me for? Belby said this is gonna be a long day. You keep that. Court calls the case, people versus Mark McIntyre.
Raymond Cook for the people.
Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Mac. Name for record, sir.
Mark McIntosh.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Mr. McIntosh is currently,
Whenever Pate starts out, so
it's all good.
Go ahead.
It's not, so he's like doing his violations, but here's his reason. No violations. So Mr. McIntosh is doing drug treatment court in Monroe County. Right now, he's completely in compliance and doing well. I was able to confirm the offer last night for Mr. Cook, which was retail fraud third with an agreement to any restitution requested, and the people would not object at sentencing to an offer of fines and costs. I believe that that's a resolution that will be happening. We've been in talks for our office and the people. So I'm asking for one last adjournment to nail this down.
Is the only thing just that you don't have the paperwork in?
Largely, yes. It was after I spoke to Mr. McIntosh that I was able to get the offer confirmed by the people last night, what it was. Mr. McIntosh informed me, which I'll be candid, I could not locate the offer in the file I had. Mr. McIntosh informed me he thought it was a retail fraud third, and I was able to Cook last night.
It's a long story.
It is.
I was just gonna go ahead, I'm listening.
It is. So what Mr. McIntosh said was correct. I just didn't have it in the public defender file, unfortunately. It was not in any notes or anything. And then Mr. Cook was able to, and it was Mr. Cook confirmed it.
All right, so listen. All right, let me just stop you. If I pass this case, since Mr. McIntosh is down here, and you guys put the paperwork together and I call it up in the next block, we can get this gentleman taken care of.
That would be quite miraculous. I would love that, Your Honor. Thank you.
You are? Because you knew where I was headed.
That's miraculous.
You know what? I think you knew where I was headed and stalling for time. So she was just going to talk to me.
I was, because I thought it might be better instead of I just kept talking until it's like, whoa.
Until all of a sudden you had no choice, Judge. All right, that's what we'll do. Will that be okay with you, Mr. McIntosh?
Yes, sir.
All right, that way you don't have to come back. So have a seat. They'll get that together, get it to us, and then we'll call you up in the next block. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Clerk calls the case. The people versus Prince Rashawn Logan Cannon.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
He has no counsel on it.
Sure. Much better. Okay.
Your name, sir?
Prince Rashawn Christian Logan Cannon.
Are you chewing gum?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Says you're not represented by counsel, but this is your request.
Yes.
Have the people seen this?
Your Honor, I did not see that I ever received the file of motion. I looked in the RFA and it said it was mailed to our office, and I was unable to. As a copy that I could, I would greatly appreciate that.
All right, here's what I'll do, because they've got to look up certain things. I'll do the same thing I was doing with the other one so that you don't have to come back. We'll get him a copy. They can look it over, and then I'll call your case back up in my next one.
I appreciate it.
Very good. Fair enough. All right. Can we make sure that Mr. Cook.
In this quick courtroom moment, the judge asked the defendant how he wants to proceed with the case. After realizing the charge will not be dismissed, the defendant agrees to accept responsibility for the reduced charge of double parking. The judge confirms the admission and asks if the defendant admits that he double parked the vehicle on the date and time listed in the citation. Once the defendant says yes, the court accepts the plea to the second count and dismisses the first charge. The judge then orders $180 in fines and court costs and asks the defendant when he will be able to make the payment. Question: do you think accepting a reduced charge is sometimes the smartest option in court? If you enjoy real courtroom moments like this, like the video and subscribe for more courtroom content.